All right, so picture this. It's a hot summer day in some small American town. Let's call it Oak Ridge, where tensions are already simmering because of all the usual nonsense. Race, power, who's got what, who doesn't. The video kicks off with this white cop, Officer Daniel Danny Hargrove, strutting around like he owns the place. He's got that typical swagger, sunglasses perched on his nose, chewing gum obnoxiously loud, the kind of guy who thinks he's untouchable because he's got a badge. And then there's this black guy, Marcus Jackson, who's just minding his own business, walking down the street with a bag of groceries. He's dressed sharp, nice jacket, pressed pants, like he's got somewhere important to be. So, Danny's having a bad day, right? Maybe he got chewed out by his sergeant, or his wife's mad at him again. Whatever it is, he's looking for someone to take it out on. He spots Marcus, and you can just see the gears turning in his head. Oh, here's an easy target. He starts hassling Marcus, asking for ID, saying he looks suspicious, the usual profiling garbage. Marcus isn't having it. He's calm at first, like, "Officer, I'm just heading home." But Danny's not letting up. It escalates fast. Danny's barking orders. Marcus is pushing back. And before you know it, Danny spits right in Marcus's face. Like full on, no hesitation, just spits. The camera catches it in slow motion, and you can feel the disgust through the screen. Now, here's where it gets wild. Marcus wipes his face, doesn't even flinch, and says, cool as ice, "You're gonna regret that." Danny laughs, all cocky, thinking he's won this little power trip. But then Marcus pulls out his phone, makes a call, and within minutes, a squad car rolls up. Not for Marcus, but for Danny. Turns out, Marcus isn't just some random guy. He's the new police chief, appointed that very morning, and he was on his way to the station to start his first day. The look on Danny's face? Priceless. It's like he's seen a ghost, or maybe his whole career flashing before his eyes. But it doesn't stop there. This is just the beginning. The video cuts to the police station, where word spreads like wildfire. Danny's buddies, a bunch of old-school cops who've been running the show forever, are livid. They're all white, mostly, and they've got this unspoken rule: keep things the way they've always been. Marcus walking in as chief? That's a threat to their little kingdom. So, they start plotting, whispering in the break room, throwing around slurs when they think no one's listening. One guy, Officer Pete, even says, "No way I'm taking orders from him," loud enough for half the station to hear. Marcus, though, he's not fazed. He calls a meeting. First thing he does as chief, and lays down the law. He's got this deep, commanding voice, and he's not sugarcoating anything. "I know some of you don't want me here," he says, staring right at Danny, who's slouched in the back like a kid caught stealing. "But I'm not here to play nice. I'm here to fix this mess of a department." The room erupts, guys shouting over each other, accusing Marcus of playing the race card, saying he only got the job because of diversity quotas. Marcus fires back, "I got this job because I'm better than every single one of you clowns." That's when the bowling comes in. Yeah, bowling. See, this town's got a weird tradition. Every Friday night, the cops hit the local bowling alley, Oak Ridge Lanes, to blow off steam. It's their turf, their sanctuary, and they've never invited anyone outside the club, if you catch my drift. Marcus hears about it and decides he's showing up uninvited. The video cuts to Friday night, and it's like a scene out of a movie. Neon lights flickering, the sound of pins crashing, and a crowd of off-duty cops glaring as Marcus strolls in with a bowling bag slung over his shoulder. Danny's there, of course, already 3 beers deep, egging everyone on. "Look who's slumming it with us," he sneers, and the others laugh. Marcus doesn't say a word, just rinses shoes, grabs a ball, and steps up to the lane. First roll, strike. Second roll, strike. He's bowling like a pro, and the room goes quiet. Then Pete, the loudmouth, starts in, "Guess they teach you that in the hood, huh?" Marcus turns, slow and deliberate, and says, "No, they taught me how to deal with idiots like you." And bam, argument explodes. Beer bottles hit the floor, voices get louder, and someone shoves someone else. It's chaos, pins forgotten, just a full-on shouting match about race, respect, and who belongs where. The scandal hits the next day. Someone, probably Pete, leaked footage of the bowling alley fight to the local news, and now the whole town's talking. Headlines scream, "Racist cop versus black chief," and social media's a dumpster fire. Danny doubles down, claiming Marcus provoked him, while Marcus holds a press conference, cool and collected, saying, "This department's got a sickness, and I'm the cure." The mayor's sweating bullets, trying to calm everyone down, but the cops split into factions, some grudgingly respecting Marcus's guts, others digging in harder against him. Back at the station, the tension's thick enough to choke on. Danny keeps stirring the pot, leaving nasty notes on Marcus's desk, spreading rumors about his past. One day, Marcus catches him red-handed, and they get into it right there in the hallway, yelling, pointing, almost throwing punches. "You're a disgrace to that uniform," Marcus says, and Danny snaps back. "You don't even deserve to wear it. It's raw, ugly, and the camera lingers on every word, every glare." But here's the twist. Marcus isn't just fighting for himself. He starts digging into the department's records, old complaints, buried cases, and finds a pattern of discrimination stretching back years. Black folks pulled over for nothing, roughed up, ignored when they call for help. He brings it all to light, and the scandals pile up. Lawsuits, protests, cops getting suspended. Danny's crew tries to pin it on Marcus, saying he's making it up to look good, but the evidence is ironclad. The town's bowling nights turn into battlegrounds. Half the cops boycott, the other half start bowling with Marcus, and every game's a shouting match waiting to happen. By the end, Marcus is still standing tall, but it's not a clean win. Danny's out, fired after one too many stunts, but he's got supporters who swear they'll get even. The video closes with Marcus at the alley, rolling another strike, while the narrator says, "This isn't over." Not by a long shot. It's messy, intense, and leaves you wondering who's really in control. Because in a town like Oak Ridge, change doesn't come without a fight.